of our deputy party leader in his childish political maneuver meant to please his master Kayole, whom we know is being used by another master who falsely claimed to be the kingpin of northern Eastern and has been desperately fighting to stop the growing influence of UDM in northern Kenya. Our response to the Vifaranga, however much they will shout to try and get the attention of Governor Mohamud, they will never get it. As the region kingpin, H.E. Mohamud Ali, we never deal with them but their masters, if at all. We further wish to remind the Vifaranga that UDM is unstoppable. It is the future of northern Kenya, and we will work with UDA to make Kenya a better place to live in, opposed to Kichinjio that Uhuru and Kinoti left us in, where rule of law was thrown out of the window and impunity drive. We wish to forewarn the two Vifarangas that the situation they want to reduce Isiolo County to, then it will be too unfortunate for them, because HE, the president and the deputy, have sworn and never shall impunity and lawlessness be tolerated in our country. Our final statement to wish you is to keep off Governor Mohamud name out of your dirty and childish political maneuver, as the man knows better than wrestling a big pin in the mud.
We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us this opportunity to observe this festival. We also thank him for providing us the opportunity to partake in the iftar dinner together. We pray to Allah to give us strength and guidance to fulfill our obligations during the remaining days of Ramadan. We, your MCAs, have vowed to work together to ensure that the county government of Isiolo delivers quality service for you. From the onset, we agreed to work closely with the county executive so that our people get uninterrupted service delivery. However, over time, we realized that our governor is not interested in service delivery, that is correct, but in PR stunts, showmanship, and creating discord among the MCAs. In our last press briefing, we assured you, our people, that we will do our part to ensure that we will get better services and development which you rightfully deserve. Since the press briefing, a lot has been happening. It's clear that our governor, Honorable Abdi is using the Speaker of County Assembly, that is Mohamed Roba, to disrupt the County Assembly by creating discord among the MCAs. We will therefore like to inform the public and the state categorically as follows. 1. On the matter of County Assembly Leader of Majority, the attempted coup to legally and procedurally remove Leader of Majority failed miserably. It never happened. The Speaker and the Clerk did not follow the laid down procedure for electing or removing the Leader of Majority. The law requires that the only majority party or coalition of parties can initiate the election and removal of the Leader of Majority. As such, the Leader of the Majority in the County Assembly is still Honorable Abdunur Dimajilo. The dispute that emanated from the illegal attempt by the governor through Speaker to make changes to the LOM, that's Leader of Majority, is a matter in court. The court issued an order for status quo to remain until the matter is determined. It is therefore unfortunate for the Speaker and Honorable Rashid Ali Diba to mislead the public that there are changes to the Leader of Majority in the County Assembly. The purported County Assembly resolution to make the said changes in the Leader of Majority is a forgery by the Speaker. This is a criminal act and is being dealt with by the relevant criminal investigation. On the education bursary for our students, the County Assembly is concerned that since we passed the supplementary budget on 14 December 2022, to urgently respond to the drought emergency situation and also cater for the school bursary for our students, the governor has been dragging his feet. We would like we would also like the public to know that the amount we approve as part of supplementary budget for the school bursary and the school fees subsidy was Kenya shilling 35 million. It is disheartening that many of our children are out of schools and colleges due to the lack of fees, yet we have approved funding for this. While we urge the governor to expedite the release of these funds to needy students, we like to see that these funds are prudently and equitably utilized for the neediest students in our counties. In the coming days, we require the relevant county department to provide us with proper and comprehensive details of how these funds were distributed, indicating the wards, beneficiary students, the amount, and the school colleges where funds were sent. On the matter of relief distribution, yesterday we saw on social media pictures of lorries with relief food for the various wards. While we applaud such efforts, there is a need to involve all leadership in such exercises. The County Assembly approved a supplementary budget amounting to 2,687,677,600 shillings, largely to respond to the emergency drought relief. Kenya shilling 125,200,000 was allocated for drought relief. School bursary was Kenya shilling 200 million, and conflict resolution was 11,600,000. As such, contrary to the PR stance of yesterday, these foodstuffs were purchased by public funds and therefore a right for all needy people of Isiolo. It is certainly not a favor from the governor. We are also concerned that not all the foodstuffs reach the intended beneficiaries. We call upon the Special Program Department to tell the public how their foodstuff was procured and by how much. We also want accountability for how much food was sent to each ward and how it was distributed. We would like the CID to investigate claims of misappropriation of these funds. We expect that all relief food funds are prudently utilized for the intended purpose.
We are actually, as a majority party, we are leading to ensure that the executive arm of the Isiolo government will actually give the rightful services without fear of favor. Nobody is doing favor for the communities of Isiolo. It is the right to get service required in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of land, community land registration, in terms of legislation and oversight. We assure you, as a majority party, the United Democratic Movement will deliver and promise to give actually a good example as the first pastoralist political party, first after independence of this country. We have got a duty to see that the communities will get the right services. There is a lot of stage managing the kind of services that are being given to the communities of Isiolo. Over the television and social media, there are a lot of lies. The United Democratic Movement cannot allow people to be taken for a ride. Nobody is doing favor for the communities of Isiolo. There is a lot of divide and rule which is being played even at the community level. People are being divided on tribal line. Division is what the current government thinks will be their strength. Dividing the Borana community. Yes, and trying to isolate the Borana community, who is actually majority in this county. Borans have been staying in harmony with all their neighbors. They are the peace-loving community. But unfortunately, the kind of politics which is being played is on the line of division. This will be properly countered. We shall go around the county and be able to give civics education voluntarily to the community of Isiolo so that their land will be secured. No land will be set aside under gazettement, and we are putting this one to the principal secretary of the land and His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Borana requires their land to be registered by 30th of August, please, without favor. Mr. President, you have accepted, and through your principal secretary and the cabinet secretary of the land, that we have been promised the community land registration will be completed by 30th of August 2023. We want to see that the county will keep that timeline and be able to give the rightful documentation of ownership. All these unnecessary use of the land through the so-called investors of the mineral resources must stop. The other use by NRT without the community consent should stop until we secure our land. This is not a request. It is the demand by the leaders on behalf of the communities of Isiolo. So with those few remarks, we are going to move forward to the next level after the court ruling, which we are going to get successfully next week. We are going to put our house in order. That is the county assembly, for us to be able to do our legislation, for us to be able to do oversight and representation. Perfect representation for our community is what we are promising them. And we need actually cooperation from the community. Please stand up with us. Don't accept to be divided. Don't accept to be reduced to a handout. This is your money. We are going to safeguard it. We are going to protect it. Please give us cooperation. We are going to liberate you to get your rightful share. This is the demand, the request that we put into the community.